Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up? What's up?
What's going on, Jay? How was your weekend, brother?
Excellent. Always locked in, focused. Got a lot to do, a lot of business coming up for me, man. So got a lot of moves made.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, man.
I, I'm totally on the same path right now, brother. I was doing some calculations today. I was like, all right, I need this to get this done and this to get this done. So I'm like, all right, this is how I got to do it. And yeah, bro, it's kind of funny sometimes how life kind of shows you certain paths, but as long as you stick to them and you go that route that you're gonna, that you need to go, you're gonna be able to get to where you need to get to, to make life happen the way you want it to for you.
Just stay focused, man. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
That's all you got to do.
All right, brother. Well, let's get into the sports, man. What's going on in the NBA? I know we got some games going on tonight.
Oh, yeah, we got games going on tonight. I was going to go over the games yesterday, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so yesterday, Celtics Knicks. What did I tell you? Like usual, the Celtics beat up the Knicks again, once again. That so against Celtics against the Knicks and the Cavs, they're just like I said, you still got to go through Boston if you want to win the East.
Right.
Boston is they're showing everyone that they're on their streak right now. They're playing good ball. Everyone's healthy, so they're
Definitely,
solid.
definitely.
The Warriors beat up the Mavericks. That was Jimmy Bucket's been playing good with the Warriors, man. I think they're 5-1 with Jimmy now.
Yeah, I
They're
heard about
looking
that.
good. Yeah, they're looking good, man.
Yeah, I see. Like I seen Jimmy Buckets the way he was playing his defense, man, and he's on it. Like you know what I mean. The
Well,
way they're
he's
the
yeah.
way they're like switching up because they don't. I see the way they're playing. They're not doing like man to man. They're doing zone, and they're doing really good at that. With Jimmy Buckets in there.
Well, he's obviously he's a two-way player, but he's a good piece, man. He's regenerated too. He didn't want to play in Miami.
Yeah,
So he's happy playing in the Bay. It's a good thing.
exactly,
It's a
exactly.
good thing. You know what
Him
I
and
mean?
him and Curry complement each other so well.
That's what I mean. They're exactly because Curry's not going to go inside and get Curry's an outside cat.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's good having Jimmy there getting his own shot. It's good. It's good for the Dubs, man.
Yep.
I think they'll, like I said, I think they'll climb. You know. So
Definitely.
Pacers beat up the Clippers. That was a surprise in my book. You know what I mean? Bucks beat the Heat. Pelicans beat the Spurs. The Cavs and Grizzlies. That was a good game. That was a very close game. The Cavs beat the Grizzlies by 6. That was a close one. And the
Nice.
Thunder and Wolves was a good game too. Thunder beat the Wolves. That was a good
Yep.
one too.
Yep.
Yeah, man. But tonight, yeah, we got games going on right now.
All right, man. Give us these live scores, man. What's happening with these scores?
We got Pistons Clippers starting the fourth quarter. The Pistons are up 85-75. Nuggets and Pacers in the fourth quarter, 107-99. Nuggets got a good little lead right there. The
Nice.
Bulls and Sixers, the Bulls are up big, 115-76.
Oh,
The Sixers also have Embiid. He's hurt. Nothing new.
uh-huh.
He's trying to figure out what to do with this knee injury. So I think they're going to give him surgery. He doesn't even know. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. That guy has so many problems. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nets and Wizards, 89-88 Wizards. That's a battle of, who knows? You know what I mean?
What's your
That's a
prediction on that one since it's so close?
I'll take Brooklyn. Why not?
Brooklyn? Okay.
Well, I mean, the Wizards have the two new guys that they recruited, Marcus Smart and the other guy from the Bucks. So we'll see how that works out. Obviously the Wizards have won like 9 or 10 games all year, so
Right. Right.
they're really not playing for anything.
That,
The Heat and Hawks. The Hawks are beating the Heat 66-61. That's the third quarter as well. The Thunder's up big on the Wolves at halftime, 64-45.
oh
So
wow.
that should be, we'll see how that turns out. That's at halftime, so we'll see if
So,
Ant-Man can
so
bring the
they're
Wolves
playing the
back.
same game back to back, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll see if Ant-Man can bring the Wolves back. They're down big. So,
Yeah.
and then later on tonight, you have the Blazers Jazz. That hasn't started yet, and Hornets Kings. Those are
Nice.
both later tonight. Yeah. So,
Any notable games tomorrow that you're going to be watching?
uh, tomorrow usually Cavs and Magic. That's on TNT, so that should be a solid one. And then after that one will be Mavericks Lakers. I'll check that one out too. That's on TNT as well. NBA on
Uh-huh.
TNT.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be a good
So
one. That'll be a. Oh, I can't wait to see that one actually.
yeah, those will be good games. The Mavericks have come off that. They got rolled on by the Warriors, so it'll be good to see how they redeem themselves. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
definitely, definitely.
They need some redemption since they just got they got beat up by the Warriors pretty bad. So
Right, right.
yeah, man.
Cool. Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks like
bro.
some cool games tomorrow going on.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right. Well, let's get into some other news. Sports news. What's going on with this tush push?
The Tush push. Well, the Green Bay Packers, they're trying to ban the tush push. I have no idea why. Maybe because they're no good at it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so they're trying to ban the tush push. I don't get it. All it is a quarterback sneak. Just because you mad you can't stop it, like I don't know, you can't execute it. What I mean, I don't know. It's just very weird to me. Why you would, why you're trying to propose a ban for it.
I mean,
Why?
why now? You know?
No, but why? Yeah, like what makes you think you could even do that? You know? Like that's just
Right.
weird to me. That's very weird to me. So that's trending high on X, the ban of the tush push by the Packers. I mean, I see it. It's hilarious to me. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just think it's real funny that they're trying to ban it or trying to propose a ban. I don't think it's gonna happen, but you know, like I said, all it is a quarterback sneak. That's it.
Right. Right.
That's really all it is, honestly.
So you think maybe like throughout this whole season, they just like people just like other teams just kept using on them so much that they're like, you know what, like this needs to go type thing, or
Honestly, it's only the Eagles are just the best at it. Why? Because they have a huge line. Their quarterback's a strong dude, and Saquon's behind the quarterback pushing him.
yeah.
Like they're pretty solid at it. If they're lined up for it, they're most likely going to get that yard or 2 yards, whatever they need to get. They're solid.
Right. Right.
Obviously, they just won the Super Bowl too. So yeah, I just
Crazy.
I just think it's funny that the Packers, like they're so soft they have to try and ban the tush push. Like, come on, man. Like,
Crazy.
come on, man. Yeah, you can't be doing that stuff, man.
Green
But
Bay
that's
out of all teams.
yeah, exactly right. And they're known for being a not soft team. So I don't know. That's just weird to me.
Shit, something must have got into their cheese, man.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. Seriously. But that's
Uh,
not the only football news. Matthew Stafford, another person. He wants a big contract, let's say. Really big contract.
okay.
There's about 4 teams interested in him too. So one of them
What
being the Raiders.
what's he seeking?
Like 50 plus mil, I believe, each year.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
he want well, I mean, he knows he doesn't have much time left. He's a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong. He's an excellent quarterback. But yeah, I don't see him yeah. I really don't see that happening, honestly. But you never know. The Browns, Raiders, Giants, all teams that are very, very, very in need of help. Those three teams
Definitely.
right there, who knows if they spend the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other team would be the Steelers, but I don't think that I don't know. I don't see it happening.
Did you hear that? And I think this is true that the Raiders got rid of Max Crosby for to the Niners.
No, I did not hear that. I don't think that's true. I mean, that would have been big news. But
Damn.
I know that I'm pretty sure he wanted out. Remember, I think I told you that because the Raiders, that's what they do. They have players that are good and then they ship them out. That happened
Yeah.
with Josh Jacobs, happened with Devontae Adams. I could see Max Crosby definitely leaving. So I don't think he went to the Niners, though, honestly. That would have been big news if he did. So I would have seen that.
Huh.
But
Yeah. No.
I know he did want out. Remember, I told you that.
Uh,
That was a while ago, though. So
that's sad though, because I think he grew up like loving the that was his team, like always was the Raiders,
What?
and even I think he even
Well,
has like a
I mean, he does fit the profile. Like everything about him, everything about him definitely fits the profile of it for sure.
yeah, yeah,
You know, so I don't know. It's just kind of weird because Crosby's a really good player too. But that's what the Raiders do. You should already know this.
definitely,
That's
definitely,
not that's nothing new. You know what I mean? That's definitely a something that always happens with them. Until they're able to change that organization around. So
yeah.
yeah,
I
man.
mean, yeah,
Hopefully we'll see who they draft. We'll see who they draft.
yeah. In my head, I was like, man, out of all places, please don't go to the Niners. Like that's like the rival of their, Raiders, like battle of the Bay beforehand. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
know. But I mean, like even the Niners, they're hurting, bro. They're not the same team. They've went to the Super Bowl 3 times and they've lost 3 in a row. When they started off, they won 5 in a row. Remember?
Definitely, definitely.
So they've been hurting, but their team is just they're definitely not. They're not ready to return to a Super Bowl anytime soon.
Right, right.
And unless they shore up a lot of things on that team.
Yeah, it's
So
sad, sad but
yeah.
true. All right. Well, shout out to the 6 people watching. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share this so that we can give everybody the alpha for Monday through Friday.
Yes,
Moving
sir.
on to some other sports news that I got for you guys to share is kind of sad news, but I want to share this with you guys. So, a legendary broadcaster, Al Trotwig, he was 68 and he died from complications of cancer. Did you know who he was, Jay? You heard him
No.
before?
What's
He
his
was
name?
one of the most recognizable sports broadcasters in New York and a
Oh,
fixture
New
at
York.
New York, and a
Okay.
fixture at numerous international sporting events for over 3 decades. So
Damn.
he died at 68 years old. He died at his home in Long Island, like I said, with complications of cancer.
Damn, that's terrible.
Trotwig was part of MSG pre and post game broadcasters of the NBA Knicks, NHL's Rangers, and Major League Baseball's Yankees. He also worked 16 Olympics, the Indianapolis 500, the Tour de France, and the U.S. Open tennis tournament, and won 4 national Emmy Awards and more than 30 in New York. So it basically says he was a staple. He was a staple on MSG networks, Knicks, Rangers, and Yankees, and he basically covered them for over 30 years. That was his passion. Uh, MSG, which is the broadcasting network that he worked for, in a statement said he leaves behind one of the great legacies in New York sports broadcasting history. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and friends. So yeah, I just wanted to share that news since we are on the sports, and for all our East Coast guys that might have heard him before. I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys because it always it's kind of sad when you got somebody you go on for 30 years and you're just so used to hearing this guy's voice, and then something like this happens. But
Yeah, that's definitely terrible.
yeah, but rest in peace to him, and shout out to his family. Hopefully they can get through this tough time. That being said, yeah, let's move on to some business news. What's going on with Apple, Jay?
Apple, man, they're about to do big, 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 big things, man. They're committing 500 billion to the United States, like American innovation program, for
Nice.
advanced manufacturing, high tech job creation, and just that they're in line with President Trump, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he's obviously been doing, he's been coordinating with them. He knows where the money's at. So it's cool that he's doing, that him and Apple are doing this thing, especially
Right.
for job creation. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we're talking some serious money here.
No, definitely.
Like think about that, man. This ain't peanuts, bro. 500 billion? Like, come on, man. That's we're talking good money here. You know what I mean? Shout out
It's funny.
President Trump making deals.
It's funny because we were talking about this whole ordeal on our show last week. How with
Yeah,
these tariffs being raised, everybody's
yeah.
like, "Oh my God, it's like the worst thing ever," and the economy is going to go bad and all this. But me and you, one of the few where we're talking about it, and we're like,
Oh
"Look,
yeah.
guys, calm down. this is going to bring more jobs to the U.S. because all
Oh
these
yeah.
companies now, they're not going to want to be doing business overseas because now it's going to cost them a lot of more money. They're going to start making more jobs in America for Americans because now they're not going to have to pay the tariffs if they're in America. So it makes sense. Trump is doing the right thing. And me and
Of
you were
course.
reporting on this.
Yeah, of course, man. Well, we already know that's the thing.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I also read what was it? What was it? I believe it's Audi and Porsche, or is it Audi and did you read that too?
No.
That so Audi, I believe it's Audi and Porsche or Audi and one other German company. They're going to start producing here, so they don't have to pay the tariff.
Right.
So
Right.
I was like, oh damn, I believe it's Audi and Porsche. Honestly,
Yeah.
if I remember reading correctly, I was like, damn. So they're actually going to have factories here, so they don't have to pay that tariff,
Yeah.
which
It makes
makes a
sense.
lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that like more jobs. You see what I mean? Bringing more here.
So it's funny because I mean, so this is basically like Tim Cook. He said that I'm reading just a statement from what he said,
Oh yeah,
and basically it's funny because he's saying it in a way to like make it look like Apple's all about America, even though we know it's the tariffs that Trump is implementing that are making it happen like this.
yeah.
Basically, Tom Cook said that we are bullish on the future of American innovation, and we're proud to build on our long-standing U.S. investments with this 500 billion commitment to our country's future.
Yes, I know. I
You
know.
know what I mean? They
Well, like
weren't so.
you know how it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Politics.
No, definitely. It's just funny because they weren't so proud. When Biden was in office because they were getting away by
Oh, I
being
know.
able to build much cheaper. But then I mean they didn't have all these tariffs, and now look, we're gonna
Oh,
have
I
a
know.
much better product in America. It's not gonna be Chinese made anymore. And
I
on
know.
top of that, we're bringing so many more jobs to America. You know?
Yeah, that's real. That's real cool, man. 500 bill, like that's serious money right there. So it's good.
Yep. Yep.
Shout out Apple, man. So
Definitely.
that's cool. You know, I'm about the Apple products. You know that.
Yeah. Definitely. And they're opening up a new facility in Houston, it says too. So 250,000 square foot facility, manufacturing facility.
That's nice.
Well, it says they'll create thousands of jobs. So yeah, they're doing good things, man.
Hell yeah.
And
That's what
their
it's
data
about.
centers, they said that they are running on 100% renewable energy. So they're not, they're definitely like not just they're just not it's not just like jobs and stuff that they're opening, but it's also creating ripples across other manufacturing companies that like even provide like the renewable energy to be able to power these Apple data centers or to power the Apple manufacturing centers. So if you look at it as a whole, it brings a lot more than just what Apple is saying. It's actually a whole ripple effect across the American economy and across America as a whole.
Yes. Like I said, very important. You know,
Definitely,
they
definitely.
got to lead the way. Apple is it's a $1 trillion company, bro. So
Yeah,
you see them making these moves. Guess what happens? Other companies follow.
exactly,
That's
exactly.
how it works, man. You know what I mean? So
Crazy
it's gonna
stuff,
be,
man. But yeah, it
yeah,
looks like they're
good
really
stuff.
they're pretty much going into every state. Like even like they're talking about opening up a facility in Detroit, which Detroit we know has been like such a downturn just because of all the manufacturing that went out of business to a different countries from the like American automotive
Yeah,
facilities. So this is like really big news. It's really cool to see.
exactly, man. It's very good stuff.
Yep, definitely, man. Definitely. Shout out to Apple. Well, all right. Let's move on. Let's move
Maybe we
on.
could get you an iPhone, bro.
Nah, never.
I don't know why, bro.
I tried
iPhones
it,
are the
man.
best phones on the market, man. If you don't have an iPhone, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like honestly,
I know. I'd have to
um,
learn a whole new. I'm just like I'm happy because I know my product now and I know how to use it. So if I got an Apple, I'd have to relearn a whole different
oh God,
OS system that they use, and it's just I don't know.
oh God, here we
Use
go.
Android, you know.
Here we go.
So I mean, certain Androids are better than others, because like we were saying on before on the show that like or like I guess one of the people that commented on our show was talking about how the Galaxies have all this bloatware on their OS systems and it just sucks while Apple doesn't. So like I don't personally have a Galaxy. I have a One Plus, and One Plus for me is one of the few Android. It runs on one of the few like Android operating systems where it
Hmm.
really doesn't have any bloatware at all. There's no like marketing or nothing. It's just basically, you know what I mean? You get the phone as it is, and I don't have to worry about nothing like no ads popping up for me or nothing. So I kind of like the One Pluses for that reason, and they're always pretty advanced in their chipsets. They always like use the Snapdragon right now, and they're pretty high up there with like Galaxy and the other manufacturers that are for Android. So I definitely kind of like I like where OnePlus is going as of right now. You know,
Okay. Okay.
just saying.
It's
Who
all
knows about the
good.
future?
When you tell me about Androids and stuff, it's like gibberish to me. I'm like, all right.
I know that's kind of how I feel with Apple because I don't know nothing about them.
That's kind of funny.
That's why you're the Apple guy. I'm the Android guy.
It's all good, man. It's all good. It's
No.
all good.
All right. So, Jay, remember on Friday I was telling you how what's his name, Steve, I forgot his last name, but basically he got canceled from France where he wasn't going to be able to do
Yeah.
because of like the whole Nazi salute thingy.
Yeah.
So it looks like he wasn't able to do it, but guess who met up with the president of France this weekend?
Donald Trump.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
So basically, let me pull this ad up for you guys. Donald Trump and Macron, they meet, but I'm sorry, they actually met in Washington. So Trump had Macron, the president of, or the prime minister of, oh, no, he's the French president of France, obviously. He met in Washington. And basically, I mean, I think they're still trying to settle everything so that, for the whole Ukraine thing, because it says like Europe pleads for continued help with Ukraine. But President Trump says there has been tremendous distrust between Russia and Ukraine, that it's in Russian President Vladimir Putin's best interest to make a deal and end the war. I believe that he wants to make a deal, Trump said. I might be wrong, but I believe he wants to make a deal. At a joint press conference with French President, his meeting was an important step toward reaching an agreement to end the war in Ukraine. Macron used flattery and praise, commending Trump for agreeing to work with Ukrainian President Zelensky on a rare minerals agreement that would provide more security guarantees. This peace must not mean a surrender of Ukraine. It must not mean a ceasefire without guarantees. This peace must allow for Ukraine's sovereignty and allow Ukraine to negotiate with other stakeholders, the president of France said. Macron, the president of France, joined Trump at the White House on the third anniversary of Russia's large-scale invasion of Ukraine. Macron came to Washington as part of efforts by European leaders to coax Trump to not abandon Ukraine as he negotiates a peace agreement with Putin. So yeah, basically, they sent, because France is part of the European Union. So I guess out of all the like countries in Europe, I think that President Trump, we have always been pretty close with France and Germany too. But Germany over the weekend, I believe, or it was on Friday, they just elected a very conservative, uh, like I guess in their elections, their party system is very conservative, which kind of goes against what Trump's beliefs are. So they were already saying in Germany that they're trying to kind of disassociate themselves with Trump. I read this over the weekend. So I understand why Trump is meeting rather with the French president and why the European leaders are all kind of looking to the French president to make these kind of peace agreements with Trump when it comes to this whole thing. Yeah, it's a good thing, I guess. And here in the U.S., if you guys are watching from anywhere in Europe, as of right now, Trump has never said that he's going to abandon this whole Ukraine deal, or he's trying to not have peace anymore. He never said anything like that. So that's the one thing I wanted to let you guys know is that out here in the U.S., Trump is still looking for Ukraine and Russia to make peace. And I believe that him and Putin were meeting in Saudi Arabia soon to be able to discuss that if they haven't met already. So you guys don't think that because of the French leader coming over here, due to what the European Union is saying that there's the talks are not going to be there with Russia and Ukraine. So yeah, that is our Trump news for the day. Let us move on to some somewhat celebrity news about Don Bongino.
Dan Bongino. You don't know who that is? Do you know who that is?
I mean, you told me briefly, and now I kind of know because I read about him.
Well, shout out Dan Bongino, man. He's been appointed deputy director of the FBI, so he'll be working with Kash Patel, and that's definitely strong because Dan Bongino, he's got I used to listen to his podcast a lot.
Oh, okay.
He's definitely a good asset to that field. You know what I mean?
What was it? What was his podcast? Like, what was he podcasting about? Like, what was it?
It's honestly a lot of hatred toward the Biden administration.
Oh, really? So he was like a right-wing podcaster?
Well, because he was big with Secret Service. You know what I mean? Like he's done a lot of let's say police work, like PD work. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Yeah, he was New York's finest for a minute. You know what I mean? So
right,
he's been in that field a long time. You know what I'm saying? I
right.
believe he got a master's too, from one of the universities in New York. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So he's definitely he's solid, man. I used to like I said, I listened to his stuff a lot, and he always had excellent points. You know what I mean? And like I said, he used to just like a lot of his stuff. When Biden was president, it was hilarious to me.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
this dude's definitely put in the work. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. You know what I mean? He's definitely gonna be good with the director of the FBI. You know what I mean? I actually have family in the FBI, so that's kind of coul. You know what
Damn,
I'm saying?
bro. So do I.
Okay, that's a good
That's
thing.
hella funny. I didn't know you did. I didn't know. I don't even know if we're supposed to tell anybody, but okay.
You're not.
We both got
Well,
family.
you're not supposed to, and that's what I mean. Like I know that the family I have in the FBI, they can't even talk to their own parents. You know
I
what I'm
know.
saying?
It's funny because
So
every time I'll try to ask like some of my family about that
yeah.
person of my family who's in FBI. I'm like, what do they do in FBI? Dude, nobody knows nothing. It's like the craziest thing.
Well, you're not. You're once you're signed, you can't say anything, man, because then
Yeah,
you'll be crucified if you do. You know what I
I
mean?
know. I know.
That's just how it is. That's just law. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
funny.
So shout out Dan Bongino, man. He's solid, dude. If you ever want to listen to some of his stuff, you should. He definitely knows what he's talking about, knows what he's doing, and like I said, him and Cash, they'll be working some good stuff. I know. You know what I mean? Try
Definitely,
to get
definitely.
rid of all this corruption stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
It says here that he's going to be responsible for coordinating investigations and intelligence matter in
Yes,
the Bureau's 55 field offices.
that's what I'm saying.
So
Deputy
that's
director. So
big
that's
now, man.
big shit, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's an honor. You know what I'm saying? So shout
And
out to
and
him. That's
who's
cool.
so is he getting appointed by Patel or by Trump?
I honestly, I don't know who does it. I can't tell you. I would think it's Patel, but
Oh,
it could be President Trump. I don't know. With the FBI, I believe. Yeah, I'm not sure which one does it.
right.
So it's either one of them. I'm guessing. You know. So,
Yeah.
but
Trump.
I just think that's awesome.
Yeah. Trump did already congratulate him. Joe. I'm just reading like some of this what it says about it, and he already
Hell yeah,
actually.
man.
So maybe it was Patel then, because if Trump is
Probably.
congratulating him, then Patel is probably the one that put him in.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's just awesome. You know what I mean? It's good news.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's definitely, like I said, that's good news. Big news.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So
And he was doing like FBI work beforehand.
yes.
Okay.
Well,
So
no, I wouldn't say. I mean, I wouldn't say he was doing like he was more like more Secret Service stuff. You know
oh,
what I
okay.
mean? Like NYPD. You know what I
Nice.
mean? Like he was just affiliated with every agency.
Oh, okay. So
So
he knows
it would
all,
make
like
sense. You
the
know what I mean?
insides.
Yeah, it would make sense that he's doing like deputy director of the FBI. He's a solid dude. He's not crooked.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm just saying he has a lot of ties and he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Definitely.
So yeah, I think that's a solid pick. Very solid.
Hell yeah, man. Dan Bongino.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you listen to him, you'd be like, oh, this dude, He's funny, knows what he's talking about. He's solid. You know what I mean? Straight to the point.
I'm sure Trump had a little bit of sway in this whole
Of
matter, though.
course.
You know.
Of course. Of course. You got I mean, it's just how things work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
President Trump knows what he's doing. He's putting together good teams everywhere. You know that. You could tell.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a good thing.
Cool. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
guys. Let's move on. I got some breaking news for you guys. So if you guys are anywhere around, I guess it's Muskingum University, which I believe is in Ohio. There has just been issued a live shooter, I guess, like emergency. So it's an active shooter reported. So basically, Muskingum University has issued a shelter-in-place order for a possible active shooter on its new Concord campus. The county sheriff's office posted on their Facebook page that law enforcement is on the scene and is asking people to avoid the area because it is still unsecured. A county dispatcher for the sheriff's office answered the phone, then hung up when the dispatch called to get additional information. A banner on the university's website said that there would be an update the campus as information became available. So this just happened. This is like literally reading this from 20 minutes ago, or maybe 30 minutes now. But I wanted to give you guys, this is breaking news. So yeah, and I believe, like I said, it's Ohio. That's where this campus is. So if you guys are anywhere around this campus, or if you guys like live in that, in around the new Concord campus over there, then please just be on the lookout, or just be kind of a shelter in place until this gets figured out. As of right now, nothing has been said. There is no reports of any fatalities, anybody getting shot or nothing like that. So hopefully it was maybe something that was not really there. Maybe it was some fireworks that got shut off. Hopefully, everybody's going to be safe and okay. But I did want to report this to you guys because this is breaking news that, we want to report to you first. And just make sure that you guys are safe out there, because we love you guys, and we appreciate you guys watching. So shout out to the 12 people watching us now. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to our channel so that we can give you this alpha every single day, Monday to Friday. And for all of you who missed it over the weekend, man, we got you guys some real good videos as well. Chef with Jeff, which, if you guys didn't see, he did a little seafood medley for you guys, which looked scrumptious. Like, oh my
Seafood
god,
chipino.
some chipino, got some chipino in for you guys.
Oh yeah, it was bomb, dude. I really, it was one of the best things I made.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
What do you like? How did you? Because I see it was like clams or something like that, mussels, right?
Yeah, so there was mussels, clams, and then I had shrimp, and I used rockfish as my main fish.
Oh, okay. And what do you do? Like, what kind of oil do you use before you put all that stuff in?
What I did first was I cooked the rockfish first, because I didn't want to overcook it with, like, the clams, mussels, and shrimp. Yeah. So what I did was I cooked the rockfish first, and then obviously in the other pan I always use avocado oil. But I wanted a garlic buttery type sauce with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then with being it's a seafood chipino, you have to put a little tomato type sauce too as well. Oh. Just a little to give it that red,
And into the clam pan?
Yeah, exactly. So when you're cooking all those up, like, that's cooking, and then obviously you got the rockfish. I did it on one pan, and then I put it in the oven, and then once it was done, then I put the rockfish in after all the clams, mussels, and shrimp were like, it's say 10-15 minutes cooked. Then I added the rockfish so it could finish off in there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it was some good stuff, man. Oh man, excellent.
When I seen that video, man, I was like, oh my god, that looks so good. And then
it was man.
I ended up buying so I don't know if you know, but they have these mushrooms. They're called the oyster mushrooms.
Nah. Oh, oyster mushrooms. Okay.
So they're called oyster mushrooms, and I made this like whole soup over the weekend, and I put the oyster mushrooms in there. And I only did it because I seen your video, and I was like, dude, I hella want some seafood, but I'm not eating seafood. So I was like, you know what? This is the only way I can somewhat mimic it. And the oyster mushrooms actually turned out really good in my soup as well.
Oh, that's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious, man.
And I bought a sheet. You know how in like the sushi places, they use like sheets of seaweed to like roll the sushi and stuff into,
Yeah.
like the rice and all. So I ended up buying a sheet of nuri seaweed, like just the sheet of it. And I also like I slashed that into pieces and I put that into my soup. So it was like a very
I get
seafood.
it.
But it was literally just because I seen your video and I was like, dude, I need to make something somewhat good like that, because that had me drooling when I seen your video.
Bro, that was it was one of the best things I made. Shout out my boy Zach. He put me on. He's like, hey man, you need to make a seafood cioppino.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, huh, that sounds like a good idea, bro. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll do that. You know what I mean?
Do you take all the stuff out of the clams afterwards, or do you just leave it in and just like pick the clams off?
Yeah, no, I just leave it in, and then I like cooking it like that. And then when my plate is out, then I take everything out.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind using my hands, take out, the mussel, same thing, same thing.
So
I really don't mind that.
Did you have any other side, or was it just the fish and the clams and mussels?
Well, I put together so basically spinach and arugula, a little salad. Yeah, I put that on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Yeah, I just wanted something, with it, instead of like rice or anything,
Yeah, definitely. Good
so
idea.
I want it. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I may even put just a little rice on the side, thinking about it. But I put more spinach and arugula because I wanted that. Like I was craving that a little type of salad on the side.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always good. I love getting greens in. So with that meal, there wasn't really any greens, so I was like, okay, let me just put them here. You know what I mean? Because I'm used to cooking, obviously, vegetables with all my meals. So that time I was like, oh, it's good not to good to have them just how they are. So
yeah, definitely.
it was solid. It was real solid, dude. Like I said, it was a solid meal. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, I love cooking different things though. Obviously, I cook every day, but always with a chef with Jeff, it'll always be something different.
Exactly. So yeah, if you guys missed that, go back to our YouTube channel, AverageDayJoes. We do post everything there over the weekends as well, so we definitely have that video for you guys. And on Sunday, I did my video with my wife. We do a date with Kate segment, and I wanted to show you guys. Actually, like, we didn't go far. I just went around my house, but I live close to probably one of the longest bridges in America, if not the world, which is called the San Mateo Bridge. And we got to kind of go underneath it, and I just wanted to show you what that bridge looks like. And I actually and the airport's right there too, so I got a pretty cool shot of like one of the airplanes about to land. And on top of that, there's also the company Zooks, which is next to there, and they have self-driving cars, but their cars they're different than just a regular cars. They look like something out of something into like in the future. Like it doesn't look like a car. It looks like a cart, if anything, and it's really cool looking. And I actually got a video of that as well. So if you guys missed that, then just go back to our weekend videos and you guys can check those out. That being said, I definitely want to go into the Jay's movie of the day, because he is watching one of my favorite movies right now.
Yeah, it was on, and I was like, oh man, I have to put. I know we did. Mark Wahlberg, one of my favorite actors. I know we did a Mark Wahlberg segment.
Yeah.
But this is one of my favorite movies, dude. So I had to put it on. Like, I was watching, I was like, oh, dude, Contraband, bro. One of my favorite movies, like, without a doubt. And it's funny because we did a Kate Beckinsale segment too, and she's in this as well.
I know.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I had to put it on.
We're gonna have to go with the other main actor, which is the because he was with his brother, right? Was in Contraband, wasn't it? Like he.
Who are you talking about? You talking about the guy who betrayed him?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's his boy. Yeah, Sebastian.
Yeah, so I think we should just do it. We should do it on him then, since
I can't even tell you his. I know he's in hella movies too. I just don't know his actual name. I can't remember his actual name.
I'll pull it up while you're talking about it. So what's Contraband about? And that's the one.
Contraband's about just pushing narcotics, like, in a different way, like smuggling. So basically, he's a world-class smuggler, Mark Wahlberg, and he basically he got in a lot of trouble, like, before his father got in a lot of trouble. So basically family business, right?
Right.
And they usually smuggle it in through the big cruise ships, like, the ships that they work on, the big ships. And so his father he got caught. And then, so Mark Wahlberg's a big time smuggler, and then he gets out of it. He gets out of it because he wants to be clean. So he starts his own security business, this and that. And then his wife, Kate Beckinsale, her like little brother, I believe, gets caught up because he wants to do what Mark Wahlberg was doing. And so he gets in deep, deep crap with the wrong people. You know what I mean? Because it ended up going bad for him. You know what I mean? Like he had to throw away the drugs basically because they were about to be searched. And, we're talking a lot of money here. You know what I mean? So the people, now he's in debt with these people who want to kill him. Right. So basically, Mark Wahlberg, he gets into the scene like, he's good at this stuff. You know what I mean? He used to do it all the time. And so he gets to try to save, the kid, basically. Yeah. And he goes on a whole new adventure. And then, they figure out how to, he's just a really good mastermind on how to smuggle all this, like not just drugs, but notes, super notes they're called. So he's smuggling the super notes in as well as drugs. So into the US. So it was cool, man. It's such a good movie. And then, but the twist is that, like we were talking about, his friend ends up being the backstabber, which sucks.
Yeah, definitely.
And but it's definitely a movie I consider anyone watching if you haven't seen it.
Well, definitely. I mean, especially out of all the Mark Wahlberg movies, that's probably one of the better ones that he did. I mean, he does so many good ones, but I mean, 1 through 10, what would you rate that one?
9.8.
Yeah, I would be right
without
there.
Without a doubt, because he's like I said, he you know what I mean? What great movie. Just the cast too, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And he travels a little bit all around, like it shows you like some of the Panama and these other like places, you know what I mean? Like it's pretty cool because it gives you
for sure
scope on the different things international wise and stuff. So
it's pretty damn cool, man. Yeah. Well, they end up they got the super notes, they got the drugs, but they end up getting a painting. Yeah. Remember the painting?
Yeah.
And it looked like just a sheet of like nothing with just paint scribbled on it.
Right.
But it ended up being a really big art piece, which was worth, I forgot, hundreds of millions, right?
Exactly.
And then on the black market ended up selling for, I forgot how much he sold it for, but a lot of money. And I was like, damn.
Yeah. And the funny thing about the movie the whole time was that the captain of the ship knew him and he knew what he did before. So he was already like very hesitant to even have him on his ship. And
because of his father. His father got caught on the same ship.
Exactly. So then the captain was like really having like an eye on Wahlberg.
Yeah, hell yeah. That dude's a good actor too. The captain, he's in hella movies too.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I don't know his actual name. I forgot his real name in real life, but he's in hella movies too, as well as Sebastian. I forgot his his name too.
So let's do it on the bad guy, the whole like movie thing, which Sebastian? Tim Briggs, the guy who he owes the money to.
Tim Briggs. He's in hella movies too.
That's what I'm saying. So let's do it on him because he's in a lot of movies and he's probably the third or fourth like biggest actor in that movie anyway. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, without a doubt, he's in one of my all-time favorite movies. Or I'll say two. I already know which ones you know. You know, I know what I'm going to say. I already know. You know.
I already know. It starts with a B, right?
Yeah, that's my first one.
Exactly.
Dude, hey, bro, you've seen that, right? Have you seen that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, man, Boiler Room, bro.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, one of my favorite movies, bro. It's like once again pushing in investments. You know what I mean? He was running a whole like casino by himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it was kind of messed up, the whole company thing, that he got involved in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they were really scam. But I like that movie a lot. Did you know Vin Diesel was in that?
Really? I remember. Yeah. He was
yeah, it was definitely a different role for Vin Diesel. He doesn't usually do a role like that.
Definitely.
Ben Affleck as well. That was a really good movie, dude. Boiler Room, without a doubt. And you already know the other one I'm going to say, I'm sure. Well, there's actually a few other ones, but I'm sure you already know the other one I'm going to say.
Stars of a G.
Yep, without a doubt, man. Come on, man. Gone in 60 Seconds, one of my favorite movies ever, too, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Got the GT 500, the Shelby. Oh man.
Yep.
Quality film right there too, man. Those are two of my favorites, man. With that guy,
And what about okay? So those are your two favorites. And what about underrated movies by Giovanni? We didn't even say his real name. His real name is Giovanni Ribisi.
There you go. Well, I mean, I would say the other one, and he plays a really funny role, and he's a great actor because I can't stand his role in it. It's in Ted.
It's Ted, yeah, exactly.
Remember where he's the I don't want to say he's the pedo, but he plays that type of role. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's the one going after Ted. So I mean, I don't think a lot of people, unless you know who that is, then that would be like my my underrated film for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go over my favorite of his, maybe even two, but you did definitely take like two of mine. So Gone in 60 Seconds and Boiler Room were definitely two of my favorite movies by him. But if I had to go with two other ones because those are taken, I would definitely go with I would say he was really good in, and this is one of his funniest movies ever made by him. He was in it, and that was A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Never seen it.
Oh, dude, you got to see that one.
What's
his name is that one? Yeah. So the dude, what's his name? Seth MacFarlane. He's the main character.
A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, dude,
really?
It's the funniest movie, bro. Funniest movie. And dude, the cast of that movie is crazy. They got Liam Neeson in that movie.
No way.
Yeah.
He's in that movie too?
Yep. They got they got Charlize Theron. What's her name?
Charlize Theron? She's in that movie too?
Yep.
Damn.
Amanda Seyfried.
Amanda Seyfried's in that too? Damn, man.
Neil Patrick Harris, right?
Oh, hell no.
You got the other known actor would be Sarah Silverman. She's in that one as well.
Oh, okay.
She plays a whore in that movie.
No way.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny actually.
Bro,
oh man, just for the first two names you said, Charlize Theron and Amanda Seyfried in that. Oh man, that's winning life, bro.
And Liam Neeson. So I mean,
oh yeah, that's right. Damn. Okay, Jesus.
Yeah. So that one I could definitely vouch for as being like one of my favorites, just because it was hella funny. And Seth MacFarlane is the main character. You know who Seth MacFarlane is, right?
Hey, he created Ted.
But also Family Guy. He's the main.
Yeah.
He's the dude that creates Family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So all his stuff is already super funny as it is. So just imagine all of them as a cast making a movie together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. I would like to check that out. I didn't even know.
Yeah. And then I would say my second favorite movie of his that he was a part of, I would have to go on that one with Avatar.
Oh, he was in Avatar. That's right.
Oh yeah,
that's right. Yeah. No, he was a dickhead in Avatar.
No, it was a big role for him, like.
I know. Well, that's what I mean. He yeah, wow. I forgot he was in that. That's right. He was that guy. I forgot.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say another movie because he was in another movie that I liked a lot.
Which probably I was thinking I was going to say first, which was probably Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah. He played a good role in that too, and along with Vin Diesel as well.
I thought about that one too, but when I seen that he played in Avatar to me.
Yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot he was in Avatar.
Yeah, and Avatar to me is one of those movies. I've seen it in 3D, bro, and when you see Avatar in 3D, there's no going back.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah,
I feel that.
But when it comes to underrated for me, if he did an underrated movie, he was in this movie. This one is pretty underrated. It might be not like the best movie, but it's a Johnny Depp movie, and I like Johnny Depp.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's not underrated because not a lot of people know he was in it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the Rum Diary.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else. What?
Yeah. That's underrated because he was the other one I was going to mention, but he's not underrated. It's not underrated, but that's Public Enemies, and that's him and Johnny Depp as
Of
well.
course, it's underrated.
You think that was underrated, Public Enemies?
Well, no, not underrated in the fact that it's Johnny Depp's movie, but you got to know that he's in it. Like that's hard. That unless you really think about it, because I didn't even remember.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Because we're talking about Johnny Depp and his crew, and like, you don't really think of homie in it.
definitely.
That's what I
So
thought you were gonna say.
I would say either one, but Public Enemies, I know you've seen it, I've seen it, so I know a lot of people have seen it.
Hell yeah.
The Rum Diary, though, it still has Johnny Depp, but I was like,
I didn't even know that.
I don't think you even seen that one.
Nope, never seen that one.
Exactly.
That tripped me out.
And Johnny Depp in that movie, he does really good because it's more like it's not like one of those movies that a lot of action. It's more just like I would say like dramatic type stuff, but it's one of those like the Secret Window type movie that he, you know what I mean, kind of like that.
Oh, like that?
Kind of like that, maybe not that big of a like twist, but something.
I love Secret Window. That's one of my favorite movies.
So if you like that one, then you would probably enjoy the Rum Diary. But it's a slow movie.
I may have to check that one out.
Yeah, it's one of those that you just like you chilling, you ain't like you're not expecting a lot of action type thing. You know what I mean? Then that's the kind of one that would be good for that.
I like Public Enemies, dude. I like that movie a lot.
Oh, I know. I like Public Enemies too, and I would say some other notable ones that Giovanni Ribisi, I guess that's how you say it's pronounced, would be that a lot of people probably don't know would be a Gangster Squad. I don't know if you've seen that one or not.
No, I never saw that.
So yeah, he was in Gangster Squad, which I don't even know if I've seen that one, but it looks like it might have been a pretty good movie. My Name is Earl, which was a funny one that he was in.
I've heard of that. Yeah, I never saw it.
He was also in Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. I heard about that movie. I
heard about that. I didn't see it though.
And the Mod Squad, that was a one from '99 back in the day.
Yeah, I that's with forgot the Claire Danes, I believe.
Yeah, and he was one of the main characters in that movie, actually.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I do remember that movie.
He was like hella young.
Well, yeah, that's because that movie came out after Boiler Room.
Yeah, and I mean, you have Claire Danes, you got Omar Epps, Josh Brolin.
I remember that. I remember the movie. I blanked that he was even in it.
Yeah,
so I forgot he was in the Mod Squad.
Yeah, so I would definitely say that those movies.
That's a good one.
Yeah, those movies are probably some of his big ones that a lot of people probably missed, just because they didn't know he was in those. He was also in Basic, I guess, too. I know you've seen Basic.
That's another good movie. Yeah, that's a really good movie too.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the ones I'll mention. I mean, I could mention That Thing You Do, but that's probably one that a lot of people didn't see with Tom Hanks. That was a kind of cool movie. I enjoyed that movie. I seen it, but I'm sure a lot of people didn't see that one. It's kind of more of it's a different type of movie, not for everything. But going back to Contraband, the captain, because I know you forgot his name. His name is J.K. Simmons.
There you go.
Yeah, that was his
guy.
Name.
That guy's funny, bro. That guy's hella funny, bro.
All right, guys. Well, that is our movie of the day, and we talked about Contraband, but we did the whole movie scene about Giovanni Ribisi, who was the bad guy in Contraband, because we already did one on Mark Wahlberg. You can go back to one of our episodes to check out the Mark Wahlberg movies that we talked about and all the great things that he was in and that he produced over the years. So before we get into this crypto news with me, just shout out to the 14 people watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this so that we can give you guys all the alpha every day. That being said, let us go on to crypto. And why is crypto falling? Man, it has taken a plunge today. So Bitcoin today actually went all the way down and is sitting at 92,316. It is down 3.65% in the last 24 hours. Your biggest altcoin, Ethereum, is sitting at 2,513. It is down actually 9.54% in the last 24 hours. So Ethereum took a pretty big dump, and so did Bitcoin. It looks like on the charts, everything is just going straight down. Our fear and greed index went straight down to fear. We're at 29 in the fear and greed index, which is Fear. Since we've been doing this show, I have not seen it on fear that much. So well, I don't know. I didn't really read too much bad news about things. I haven't checked what the stock markets have done today as well, but I got a feeling that if anything, it's just to do with has to do with I would say just people are just scared of the economy, the tariffs, and everything. They're not like we talk about the show. They're not understanding that more jobs will open up as very soon because of all these tariffs that are happening. But I think that this is kind of just scaring people, and I think a lot of people who are trying to like day trade are getting liquidated, and I think a lot of money is just pouring out of crypto right now. So yeah, fear and greed index is pretty low on the fear side. But you know what they say, when everybody's in fear, that's the time to buy. So, for us, this community, Average Day Joes, we definitely let you guys know, don't be scared. Crypto always goes up. And historically, Bitcoin should have gone down to like $75,000, $80,000 range. And it has been holding key support around like the 90,000. So as long as it doesn't go below 90,000, I think it should hold up and keep going sideways between 90 and 100 until it can either break resistance, which has been at like 108, 109, but within the last like month or two, it kind of the resistance kind of remade itself into like the $100,000 range. So I would say if it breaks over 100,000 again, then we can see it go up to 109, and that'll be another key resistance. If it breaks that, then we're going who knows how high up. But besides that, right now it's just going down. And I do think that it's not going to go any lower because I did just see some news actually that MicroStrategy, which is Michael Saylor's company, he already has on the sheets that he's planning on buying a whole bunch more very soon of Bitcoin. So I think that's going to kind of help Bitcoin to stabilize around the 90s again before it goes back up. So don't be in panic, guys. Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 61%, while Ethereum's dominance is at 10%. The total global crypto market cap in a whole right now is sitting at 2.99 trillion, which is a 5.8 decrease over the last day. Our top 5 trending coins: number 1 is Bitcoin, number 2 is Dcoin, which is up 78% actually in the last 24 hours. Number 3 is Solana Sol, which is down 13% in the last 24 hours. Number 4 trending coin is XRP, which is down 8.83%. And number 5 is Ethereum, which we already talked about the price. Your top 5 gainers for today. Number 1, you got Flaky, which is up 1,442% in the last 24 hours. Number 2, you got Dojo, which is up 1,396% in the last 24 hours. Number 3, we got Wedgie, which is up 1,374% in the last 24 hours. Number 4, we got a new one that's up in the top 5 top 5 gainers, which is Pepe Maga. That one is up 603% in the last 24 hours. Number 5, we've been talking about this one. I've been telling you guys, don't sleep on this one. And that one is CatX. CatX is up 590% in the last 24 hours. CatX's market cap looks like it might have gone down a little bit though. So guys, just be careful. Like I said, that's just ones you want to play with if you got extra money. Don't throw your life savings into especially these 5 I just mentioned, because none of them besides Pepe Maga have high market caps. Pepe Maga has a 503 million market cap, so that one might be the more stable one out of these 5. If you did want to look at some that might be gaining when other ones are kind of losing right now in this market as a whole. Let me see if there's any ones I want to mention to you guys that might just be funny or ones that we talked about previously. I guess I can say number 6, which is just the Chill Girl, and the acronym for that is Chill Girl, which probably is the spinoff of Chill Guy, which I actually keep some of. I like Chill Guy, and Mr. Beast promotes it, which has not have been trending at all. But and I haven't even checked the price, because I know when prices are going down or when they're not breaking resistance like Bitcoin or Ethereum, then it's kind of going sideways. But yeah, just a Chill Girl or Chill Girl is up 567%. Besides that one, I'll mention GameStop coin, because I mentioned it before, and that one is up 268% in the last 24 hours. I can mention the number 17, which is PayPay or PayPay. I don't even know how to say it. PAI. I know a lot of people like that one though. That one is up 158% in the last 24 hours. And last but not least, I will mention number 19, which is Robinhood. I don't know if that's the Robinhood, the coin from the actual trading platform, or just somebody that made the coin just because they know Robinhood is. And the actual acronym for that is HOOD, which is hood. And that one is up 141% in the last 24 hours. You know what? Let me mention one more because this one's kind of funny. I just seen it right now. Number 21, broccoli. Broccoli. If you guys are into broccoli coin, it is up 111% in the last 24 hours. So I will mention broccoli for you guys. All right. That being said, yeah, I will. You know what? I'm gonna do some. It is Monday. We had a weekend, so I didn't. You know, we never know which way the crypto market is gonna go, especially on Mondays, just because it kind of certain times mimics, Wall Street, and basically whatever kind of Wall Street does, then I feel like crypto kind of follows in that sense. And today, Wall Street, I don't know what it really did. Let me actually see. I just want to see if it correlated or if it's gonna. I'm pretty sure it did. If it did correlate, but today Wall Street slips up, so it's challenging. Yeah, so it looks like Wall Street today. It just kind of didn't. It didn't really. I don't think it really went up at all too much. So I think, yeah, I don't think SP5. Let me check S&P 500 for you guys. S&P 500 today, yeah, see, it went down by 29%, by 0.50%, but it went down, what is it, like 29.88? Yeah, it went down pretty hard today. So S&P 500. So I like to basically I'll look more at like S&P 500 and Nasdaq, and if those are going down, which they did today on a Monday when it opened up, I think that's kind of more why crypto followed, even though it's not directly correlated. It still kind of mimics because people put their money into both stocks and crypto. It's kind of like one and the same when it comes to investing. Yeah, it looks like Nike stocks and some other stocks probably didn't meet their goals. And like I said, the tariffs and tech lags. So I think all of that in place. The stocks went down, which in turn made crypto kind of go down. So I guess that's really why, for you guys who are following crypto, are into crypto, that's probably why crypto did not go up and it kind of went down pretty hard today, because it looks like all of Wall Street is doing that. So yeah, we'll just keep out on the lookout for you guys, and I'll definitely keep you updated, and I'll keep you updated with crypto news as well when there's like some breaking ones that come out to kind of let you know ahead of time what it means or what crypto might be doing the next day. But if crypto has kind of crashed today, this is just my prediction. This is not financial advice, but because crypto kind of went down today, and so did Wall Street. As long as Wall Street does not, like the S&P 500 tomorrow when it opens up, when the markets open up and they don't start crashing again, kind of like they did today, then I feel like we're going to kind of go up at least to like 95 again for Bitcoin, if not higher, because it looks like every time it goes at its lowest peaks as of right now, it looks like I said, it's just been kind of hitting the low 90 range and never going below that, because there's still way too much demand for Bitcoin to go lower than that. I don't think it's going to do it. All right, guys. Well, let's move on to for our travelers for tomorrow. Let's get into tomorrow's weather forecast and just go over the temperatures. Shout out to the 15 people watching us. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share so we can give you this alpha that we give you every single day, Monday to Friday. That being said, let us get into February 25th highs all around the U.S. Let me share this screen with you guys. So for tomorrow, guys, we are looking at pretty fairly mild spring weather, or it looks like it's going to be somewhat spring weather-ish. Your coldest spot for tomorrow it looks like you're going to be Montana, Cut Bank, Montana. It'll be windy at 41 degrees. If you guys want to escape and get into the heat, your hottest spot will be in Texas, which will be, well, I'm sorry, your hottest spot will be in Phoenix, which will be 88 degrees. But if you want to get away to like somewhere that's more like, ocean and kind of, like nice, travel, I guess, for like traveling, if you have some time, then you can go down towards Brownsville, Texas. It's going to be sunny at 81 degrees. Of course, it's gonna be similar weather with Corpus Christi and South Padre Island. So when I talk about Brownsville and going on vacation, I'm talking about more about like South Padre Island, where you guys, where they have nice ocean there that you can actually enjoy. That being said, going from the west coast to the east, tomorrow, San Francisco, where we're at, is going to be partly cloudy at 65 degrees. LA, partly cloudy at 77, which San Diego will be about the same. Seattle, you'll be raining at 52 degrees. If you're going into Las Vegas, you guys will be partly cloudy at 82 degrees. Salt Lake City, you'll be sunny at 51 degrees. Billings, Montana, windy at 49 degrees. Denver, you guys will be at 66 degrees, partly cloudy. Albuquerque, nice and sunny at 73 degrees. If you're going into Kansas City, you'll be at 65 degrees, partly cloudy. Oklahoma, you'll be at 76 degrees with sunny conditions. Dallas, you'll be at 75 degrees with sunny conditions. San Antonio, 77, partly cloudy. Houston, 72 only, partly cloudy. If you're going to tomorrow, if you're going to Minneapolis, it's going to be pretty cold with only 47 degrees as your high. Chicago, your high tomorrow will be 51 degrees, partly cloudy. St. Louis, you'll be partly cloudy at 60 degrees. Memphis, 70 degrees, sunny. New Orleans, also 70 degrees, partly cloudy. If you're going into Miami, it will be 78 degrees, partly cloudy, while Tampa, you'll be at 74, partly cloudy. Jacksonville, you'll be pretty much the same as Tampa tomorrow. Atlanta, you'll be nice and sunny at 72 degrees, nice and mild. 73 degrees in Charlotte with sunny conditions, while Cincinnati, you'll be 60 degrees, partly cloudy. Detroit, you will be cloudy at 49 degrees. Washington, D.C., 63, partly cloudy. New York, 55. Your highs will only be at 50. You'll be partly cloudy with your highs only at 55. Buffalo, you guys will have rain at 41 degrees as your high tomorrow. And last but not least, we have Boston, partly cloudy with your high tomorrow sitting at 51 degrees. So this is for February 25th. All right, guys. Well, that is your weather. We always like to kind of give you some weather updates for the next day, just to make sure if you are traveling anywhere that you will have, the proper gear to travel wherever you guys want to go to. All right. And we also want to give you guys some guidance for tomorrow, February 25th, which is tomorrow's horoscopes. So let me go over that with you guys. We always start off with the first house of the zodiac, which is Aries, my sign. Tomorrow, you will be quite excited and thoughts will occur to you faster than you can get a hold of them. Do not let them suddenly pop into your head, only to be gone just as quickly. Pause now and then to write them in a notebook or discuss someone. Then we got our Taurus. Tomorrow would be a great day to confide in people who bring warmth into your life. Small gatherings, co-cooking, or winding down with slow conversations. These will all help elevate your spirits by reconnecting with loved ones. You've put in so much hard work. Taking time off to save your life's simple pleasures is just as important. Gemini, tomorrow, the calling of the spirit of adventure cannot be missed. Breaking away from the tryout into something different is key, whether a venture to somewhere new or radically alternate for you. Spontaneity will attract thrills, and the more you welcome unexpected events, the more enriching the day will churn out. Cancer, tomorrow your thoughts will be laced with meanings so rich that expressing them creatively will give you a great sense of fulfillment. Let the expression by your feelings. If feelings have been lingering beneath the surface, this is the time to bring them out and explore them with an open heart. Then we got J sign, Leo. Tomorrow will be all about breaking away from the norm. If others' demands have taken you, pause a little and give yourself a timeout. Solitude is not identical to loneliness. It is a time for recharging. Good old meditation means communion while welcoming in anything that may give you relief. Virgo, you'll be challenged tomorrow to find a line between independence and cooperation. While you do have a popular instinct, you are finding that cooperation will produce good results anyway. If you can share the work with others, the space for working together thus created may keep things peaceful between the two of you. Then we got our Libra. The change in environment will bring great wonders for you tomorrow, so don't be afraid to break free from the ordinary. A short road trip, a visit to the new cafe, or just roaming through a different part of the city, any sort of unfamiliar place fills you up with fresh energy. Then we got our Scorpio. The day is meant for long reflections, and contemplation. If anything has been bugging you or lurking around your brain, open up to someone who listens. This person can bring clarity to your thoughts. Sagittarius. Tomorrow, if there is something you feel obliged to but do not really feel good about, don't disregard that feeling. Yourself into discomfort just to fulfill someone else's expectations. Rather, consider taking a few steps back and articulating your concern. Capricorn, an opportunity may present itself tomorrow for you to help someone in need. Your acceptance of this should mean more to you than you know. Even if help is not being directly requested, being attuned to the unvoiced need will help. Whether in the form of listening, practical assistance, or just being present, you will end up affecting that person's life in a meaningful way. Aquarius, just relish the simple act of putting pen to paper. Whether you choose to write or make a list of things for which you are grateful, this process will help bring you down to earth. Truly gratifying about forming words by hand against the backdrop of technological distractions. We got our Pisces tomorrow, which is our last one. Tomorrow will be a perfect time for you to create some emotional wave building. If there is a talk to you, if always meant to have, about thanking somebody, clearing the air for an old misunderstanding, or simply checking to see how someone is doing, now would be the time. As a result, it will come from a place of warmth and honesty, deepening the ties that matter the most. All right, guys. Well, that is our astrology for tomorrow, February 25th. We definitely wanted to give you guys that because we wanted to give you a little bit of a start for tomorrow, so that we can kind of help to guide your day. And that being said, let us move on and give us 1 second because I'm having a little bit of a freezing issue. Let me just get this freezing out of the way. All right, it looks like that passed. It looks like we're okay now. All right, guys. So that being said, let us move on to our conspiracy of the day. And we got Jay doing this one for you guys. So just say it. Say it.
Well, do you remember back in the day when they taught you the song, The Muffin Man? Do you remember that?
Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man, when you were a kid. You don't remember that song?
I love that song.
One of the best well-known nursery rhymes, for a long time, actually, It's the funny part is that it's actually based on a true story. This is something a lot of people don't know. And it's basically based in the 1800s about a man named Frederick Thomas Linwood. And he'd basically wait in alleyways to kidnap and kill little kids. And he would lure them in with muffins. Pretty crazy, huh? So this nursery rhyme that every parent teaches their kids is literally about, a song that was created to spread awareness amongst the kids to keep them safe, warning them about the Muffin Man.
Right.
And yet it's still promoted, throughout everything all the time. I know because I remember it vividly. You know what I mean? And this all happened. It's funny in the song, he was a danger on Drury Lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a trip because this is, when you actually do the research, he was, without a doubt, the first documented serial killer in the world.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? The crazy part is, that we still, that it's not even frowned upon or anything. That if people bothered to just do some research and figure out, hey, why do we sing this? Right. You know what I mean? They would really think about, oh, hey, So this is about a serial killer. Yeah, man, it just tripped me out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Yeah, like I had no idea until I did the research, and I was like, damn, really? You know what I mean? Yeah, it just kind of tripped me out. So I was just like, damn, man. You know. So that
Yeah.
yeah, that's I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the Muffin Man today.
The
I'm
Muffin
not
Man.
craving. I'm not craving any muffins or anything, and
See,
I don't expect you to play the song. So
in Poland, that's where I was born. So we never had a song like that. So I never actually got to like learn the song until later on in my life. So I never got it
oh
like
okay.
as a nursery rhyme. But
Oh
yeah,
okay.
that's crazy.
Yeah, man, it just tripped me out, man. You know what I mean? Like if you put it on, you're just like, oh yeah, I know this one. You know what I mean? And then little do you know, it's about a serial killer. You know what I mean?
So do you know what his name was or no?
Who? The guy?
The guy who was supposed to be the serial killer.
Yeah, Frederick Thomas Linwood.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, you could look him up. It's in the 1800s. He's
Wow.
the first, like I said, he's the first documented serial killer that they documented because, like I said, he killed so many kids by luring them in with muffins.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even tell you how many kids he killed. You know what I'm saying?
I know. And the Muffin Man is like, I mean, nowadays he's so famous because I forgot if it was Shrek that they had him in, but they had the Muffin Man in like one of those
Yeah,
you remember that, right? They made
yeah,
him like funny looking, like hella funny, like the
that's
Muffin
what I
Man.
mean. But that's what I'm saying. Like it just trips me out, like because you know you don't really think of those type of things when you're reciting things. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
there's other things, not just that. There's other things that people recite, and it's like, oh damn, did you know this is the actual meaning of it? People are just not in depth these
I
days. You
know.
know what I'm saying?
I
And that's
remember like
fine.
I remember when I was like, growing up, the big thing was to like stare into a mirror with in the dark somewheres
Yeah,
and then say out loud a few times Bloody Mary, Bloody
Bloody
Mary.
Mary. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Well,
I remember.
that's still kind of relevant. Like especially if you put two mirrors together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah, and look for like if you do that, there's like supposedly like portals. Yeah, and you say many different things. There's many theory like conspiracy theories about certain things with that. You ain't
Yeah,
never gonna catch me doing any of that stuff, man.
I know.
You know what I mean? I ain't summoning no demons, none of that stuff, you know. So yeah, it's just a trip though, like certain things, you
Yeah,
know.
definitely, definitely.
But yeah, that was my conspiracy theory about the Muffin Man, dude. It just trips me out because, you want to put people on game with certain things, That's
Yeah,
just, if more people knew about that, I'm sure they wouldn't teach their kids about it.
I know, right? Or
You know what I'm saying?
at least try to put them to sleep with that song, the kids.
Exactly. That's what I mean, man. It's like, or at least know exactly what the song is about,
Exactly,
what you're reciting. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the 16 people watching. If any of you are, moms, you hear it here first on Average Day Joes, man. We're gonna give you this kind of alpha every day where we let you
Every day.
know, like nobody else is gonna do this for you guys like us. We're gonna let you know what the Muffin Man is really all about, man. It ain't just about a
Right?
Muffin Man.
It's
So
just
yeah,
how it is, man. You know what I mean? Gotta let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Put
exactly,
people on.
exactly.
That's most of.
Oh man, that was a good one. I haven't, I didn't know that the Muffin Man was such a sinister plot.
Not a lot of people did, man.
No.
Like, yeah, it's just a trip. Like I said, how I even stumbled upon it. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Right, right.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, that is pretty much our show for this Monday. We pretty
Yes,
much got
sir.
everything done. Yeah. Thank you guys. 16 people watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please share and subscribe to us so that we can give you this alpha every single day. We do the show Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. That being said, let us just go on with Jay's final words of wisdom. What is Jay's words of wisdom for the day?
I'll tell you this. There's gonna be people and there's gonna be roadblocks. Always trying to take you down, man. You know what I mean? And just don't falter. Stay the course. You know what you have to do in life. You have it. And there's always going to be, it doesn't matter who it is, going to try and take you off your game. and try to take you just off course. Don't let anything stop your momentum. You know what I mean? You know what you want, lock in and get it. It's that easy. You know what I mean? You got to be strong-willed, disciplined, and consistent and make it happen.
That's very, very well said. Kind of going off of Jay, what I have to say for you guys before we end the show is loving people live in a loving world. Hostile people live in a hostile world, but it's the same world. So it's basically how you look at life that's going to either make it a loving life for you and make you get the things that you want, or you can live in a hostile world where everybody's going to be seeming like they're hostile towards you, and you're going to have a lot of anger and a lot of things that are not going your way. So it's basically how you look at life that's going to make it that way. You know, you are the creator of your life. So, you know, that's kind of what I believe in that. All right, guys. Well, that is our words of wisdom, and thank you again. Shout out to you guys for watching us. We know you could be somewhere else, but you choose to be here with us. So we definitely appreciate that. We appreciate you guys. We love you. Our motto here for Average Day Joes is health, wealth, and happiness. That's kind of what we preach every day to you guys, and that's kind of what we try to report to kind of give you an aspect of that motto that we preach every day. And that being said, that is it for us. We will see you back here tomorrow. Like I said,